2K Sports pregame show.
Greetings, everybody. Welcome to 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson here with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Tonight we'll see the Oklahoma City Thunder playing against the Chicago Bulls. Looking at the last game for the Bulls, it was a win against the Spurs at AT&T Center. That game a high-scoring affair. We'll see if this one turns into a shootout as well. And tonight, a chance to see the continued development of Lauri Markkanen, the 7-foot sharpshooter out of Finland. Kenny, your thoughts?
Not too many Finnish basketball players, but he's comes from a basketball family. Both his parents actually played pro hoops. Now, that's the first ever pick in the first round for Finland.
And he's able to finish around the rim.
He made history in Finland. Somewhat underrated as an athlete, but he's another 7-footer out there shooting threes. I hate it, but you got to love it.
No question.
Why do we have to love it if you hate it?
Because I'm not a shooter.
I know.
PMFS, baby.
What is that?
Prolific, most frequently scorer.
Okay.
That does it for us. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you later.
That's what it means.
The Chicago Bulls are on the road in this interconference game today. We're all set to bring you NBA action. With David Aldridge on our sideline, and here with me, Greg Anthony and Steve Smith, this is Kevin Harlan. Maybe the upper hand in this one, the Oklahoma City Thunder won the last matchup of the season against Chicago.
Yeah, really ratcheted up the pressure in their last matchup, getting steals and just creating havoc defensively.
Their D was just phenomenal in the last game. We'll see if they bring that same intensity again.
Now let's send it down to David Aldridge, standing by from the sidelines. David?
Well, guys, Paul George has made a reputation as a dynamic two-way player. He said you can dominate a game in so many ways. That's always been my mindset. I just go out there and ball. Kevin, back to you.
Well, you love that versatility, D.A. Thank you. We're about halfway through the season, Smitty. At this point, how much can teams really improve?
I think if you have younger guys, you start to see those guys develop. Then also, if you have a lot of new guys, you see the chemistry start to form. And then a lot of times you can improve when you have guys coming back from injuries. A lot goes into a season. It's a roller coaster kind of effect, but it's good when you start to see teams put it together at the halfway point.
All about managing time, managing games, and injuries.
You're so true.
And so off the tip, it's Oklahoma City. We've got a chance here to set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this one. So for Chicago right now, Dunn and Levine are the guard set. And down low, it's Markkanen and Carter. And it's Porter at the 3 slot. Now, here's Dunn, following the miss by Russell Westbrook. Porter against George. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by George. Long range from the inbound. Dunn misses. On offense, here are the Thunder. The pass to George. Makes it off the glass. George has got the game going with his first points of the game for the Thunder.
Yeah, nice little way to take the early lead.
I see the effort, already pushing the action, trying to establish a presence.
And so it's Schroeder with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Westbrook kicks it over to Schroeder. Tipped away. Grant outside. Left side, Westbrook. 5 to shoot, and that one's on target from the wing. Westbrook's got his first basket.
And Westbrook is a terror from the mid-range. Terrific at sticking it to the defense from that spot on the floor.
Dunn passes to Carter. Lobbed up there for Dunn. Just over a minute and a half played here in this one. Levine against Westbrook. Over Levine. Kicks it out to Schroeder. George against Porter. 5 on the clock. Fades. A nice shot by George. George has got his second basket of the night.
And the mid-range jumper really right in George's comfort zone. When he isn't blowing by guys and finishing at the rim, he's knocking that one down with consistency.
Now here's Levine. 26 points for him last game against the Spurs in San Antonio. Markkanen can't get it to go. For Oklahoma City, they've gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Here's Schroeder, and that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook.
He has a wiry frame, but he's stronger than he looks. Schroeder, unafraid of contact, able to complete the play.
Dunn kicks to Carter. Back to Dunn, stolen by Grant. Feeds it to Schroeder. Well-placed alley-oop pass into the layup.
Love the attitude of Westbrook. Continues to improve at running the offense and finding ways to create opportunities for his teammates.
Now here's Dunn. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against San Antonio.
And some of the passes he threaded through the defense were just incredible. He made it look so easy.
And again, Chicago turns it over. Their last game, a win against San Antonio, looking to carry that into this one.
Yeah, tough place to play on the road, and you just saw how comfortable they were shooting the basketball.
Well, we have to give credit to the coaching staff. Terrific offensive strategy. Got them some great looks.
Schroeder, and there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. And there's the call. Chicago the foul.
Well, Dennis Schroeder showed he can handle high usage in an offense. Was the first option for the Hawks this past season. Even with defenses keyed in on him, he was able to average right around 20 points.
That free throw, no good. And with Schroeder, he said he learned how to deal with all that extra defensive attention.
And being able to stay productive when dealing with the best opposing defender goes a long way in the NBA. Schroeder also managed to cut down on his turnovers while taking on more of a playmaker role. Strong year for him offensively, and I wouldn't be surprised if he continues to grow as a player.
Yeah, and they're just hitting 20% of their shots. It's a rough start to this game.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
And the first time out of the game called for Chicago.
The winners of 6 championship titles, the Chicago Bulls, all in the 1990s, and all with Jordan and Pippen.
Noel's checked in for Jeremy Grant. Lopez, he's checked in for Chicago. Valentine comes in for Dunn. First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. Ball's knocked loose. Outside Levine to end the run, and Levine throws it down.
Right there, the burst of Zach LaVine. Once he gets a step on you, it's hard to catch up.
Oklahoma City leading by 9. Well, the Bulls rebuilt their team a couple times, but then things would unravel.
Yeah, you had the Derrick Rose years. He won league MVP playing for the Bulls. Then you had Jimmy Butler. He gets traded. They continue to search for that championship formula once again.
Here's Valentine after the made shot from Dennis Schroeder from 11 feet away, and the rejection by Noel. Westbrook drives in. Yep, that one goes in there.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Bulls trail by 13. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Here's Valentine. A beautiful reverse layup.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
And so it's Oklahoma City with it. It's Westbrook with the drive, and finished off by Westbrook.
And from the opening tip, they have been in complete control of this one.
Dominate on the court, and it's showing up on the scoreboard. Let's see if they can maintain this level of intensity.
Levine finds Lopez. Porter against George. Here's Markkanen. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
I love the finish there by Markkanen. Can absorb the contact because he's improved his strength.
And Lauri Markkanen, a 7-footer who can really let it fly. At Arizona, the most three-pointers ever by a 7-footer in a single season.
Morris is checked in for Oklahoma City. Andre Robertson comes in for Dennis Schroeder.
One shot.
That free throw good for Markkanen. And Markkanen also setting records for three-pointers made by a rookie grade.
A quick release, the ball comes off his hands so effortlessly. He's more than a stretch big as well. I think he's a shooter who just happens to be 7 feet tall.
Now here's Levine. Following the miss by Russell Westbrook. Levine, good.
That's something Zach works on to round out his game. Consistency from the mid-range.
Robertson dishes to Westbrook. And it's off from three-point range. Bulls trail by 8. Here's Valentine. And it's Levine that time on the assist by Valentine. Levine's got 6. And here now the Thunder. Robertson kicks to Westbrook. On the wing, George. Passes to Robertson. Now here's Westbrook. Guarded by Levine. And stolen by Valentine. Outside Levine. And the jam by Levine.
Well, this here is a game. Good run to close the gap.
Well, they knew they weren't just going to be given this game. They had to go out and take it, and they're close.
George against Porter. Westbrook feeling it out a bit. Outside for George. And no good. The dry spell continuing for him. Bulls trail by 4. Guys, this offense very effective.
And guys, the defense has been no match. They've just picked them apart.
I mean, he's struggling, hitting a low percentage of his shots this quarter.
And so here is Oklahoma City. Lauri Markkanen unable to get his last shot to go. In the corner, George with it. 6 on the shot clock. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock. He's got 8.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. Teams in both conferences battling to get to the NBA Finals. Steve, what do you like to see in a championship series?
Kevin, I would love to see teams that are kind of evenly matched a lot of times, both in style of play and then also to have the stars within the stars. And what I do hate, though, is a team that is at a disadvantage because of an injury. That's the one thing I hate, because you always have the debate, if this player wasn't hurt, what would be the outcome?
Looking at who's out there now for the Thunder. Patrick Patterson. He's checked in for Paul George. And it's Felton in for Russell Westbrook.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Now here's Patterson. To the right side. Here's Robertson. Back to Patterson. Out to Morris. Fires the 3. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Morris has got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. And here's Levine, who brings it up for the Chicago Bulls. They trail by 7. Out to the wing. Pass to Felicio. Here's Blakeney. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
And here is Patterson. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Felton deciding where to go with it. That shot no good. So the Bulls will take it the other way. Levine passes to Felicio. That one falls. Felicio's got his first 2 points.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
The Thunder leading by 5. Felton kicks to Robertson. Outside Felton. Out to Morris. And that comes off the assist by Raymond Felton. Morris has got his second bucket of the night.
Great execution. He got the ball in the right spot, and he delivered with the turnaround.
Here's Blakeney. Patterson defending. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And here's a look at the stats for Zach LaVine. The last 10 or so games, he has been remarkable. Averaging 25 points per, 5 assists, and 3 rebounds. And he's been putting up points with regularity. I mean, that's what they depend on, his killer instinct on offense.
Well, and we've seen defenses try to adjust, but he has the intelligence along with the talent, just finds new ways to beat them.
And he knocks down the first one. The Thunder went into free agency with a lot of question marks, but ended having a big summer.
Able to retain Paul George, and that was the first and largest key. Getting a player like Noel for cheap was also a big help for this group. The Thunder were at a fork in the road last season, but this team now as dangerous as ever.
And so he makes both from the line. The Thunder leading by 5. And Zach LaVine gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. Lopez against Grant, and the call will be against Robin Lopez. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Felton. And the layup's good off the glass. And the Thunder lead by 7.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Here's Blakeney. Last time out he had 13 points. Felicio kicks to Levine. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. That's on Patrick Patterson.
Attacking with purpose. LaVine takes the contact, finishes strong, now goes to the line for one more.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
One shot.
Free throw good, LaVine. We know analytics is in the NBA to stay. In fact, it's expanding every season. Do players pay as much attention, do you think, to the advanced statistics as the coaches in the front office and the talent evaluators do?
You know, I think players more and more, Kevin, now are looking at these numbers and trying to see where they can get better at in different areas. They use those numbers when there's an advantage for them during contract time. They definitely run right to those analytics and say the reason why they should be paid more. So, but I still think the coaching staff in the front office has a heavily balanced and using it more than players.
Using them selectively is what you're saying.
To their advantage.
Yeah.
Zach LaVine, a high riser. The 2-time dunk contest champ making his return from that ACL surgery. He can be an explosive scorer.
2 shots.
Free throw good, LaVine. And from everything you hear, Levine is a big-time gym rat, Greg.
Yeah, you know, I think he's very dedicated to reaching his full potential. And with his shooting and athleticism, I think he's a great fit in today's game in terms of offense.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
Outside, Felton. Pass to Grant. Morris against Carter. Morris right side. 4 on the clock. Carter with the block. But he gets it back. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. A different look for Oklahoma City. Steven Adams comes in for Markieff Morris. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Robertson. Chicago trailing here. Dunn with it. He averages more than 12 points a game. That's some dependable production. Out to the wing. Over in the corner, Selden. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. And it's Schroeder with the ball. He brings it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. They come into this having outplayed the Clippers last game.
And boy, did that game nearly get away from them, but they were a little bit fortunate to have survived at the end of regulation.
They were extremely lucky. I think they took their opponent for granted a little, and it nearly cost them.
Now here's Adams after the miss from Raymond Felton. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Dishes it to Adams, and the shot goes in. Adams has got his first basket.
And a lot of scoring here early on. This is the type of game the fans love to see.
I love it. Really, both teams running plays that fit the personnel, going back and forth.
And that concludes the first quarter of play. It's the Thunder leading by 4. 2K Sports back in a moment here in Oklahoma City. Paul George had that nasty broken leg back in 2014. He describes what inspired him to come back even stronger.
My inspiration really came from my mother. You know, her dealing with stroke, her dealing with really being down and out. You know, I saw her fight back. That was enough for me. In my darkest days, I knew it was nothing to what my mom went through, and she came out perfectly fine, so.
Well, what a story. George worked hard to get back and is not disappointed in his return.
You know, recovering from a devastating injury is never easy, but George's perspective and commitment helped him to overcome it.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. What stands out to you from Oklahoma City in this one?
And boy, I tell you, it didn't take them long to find their rhythm. Strong offense through one.
Yeah, their scoring's been on point. They've got the early lead. Always feels good when that happens.
On the court right now, second quarter for the Bulls. They've got Dunn. Also, Valentine out there. Carter out there with Selden. And it's Felicio in at the 4 spot. Schroeder. Dunn knocks it loose. Bulls trail by 4. Here's Selden. Got a piece of it.
Just a great job of timing on the block from Patterson.
And so it's Oklahoma City with it. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. After this one, they're off to Sacramento to take on the Kings. And that'll be the first of a 2-game road trip for them. And that one's good. Schroeder's got 9.
That's all confidence right there. He knows he's in a groove, and they've got this team on its heels.
Carter dishes to Valentine. There's the pass to Felicio. Kicks to Dunn. Good ball movement here by the Bulls. Here's Grant. The teardrop falls in. And it's a 6-point Thunder lead.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Selden passes to Dunn. Back to Selden. The three-pointer, no good. The Thunder leading by 6. Grant outside. And Jeremy Grant, great genes for the game, Greg. Father was Harvey, uncle was Horace, both NBA players and stars. His brother Jerian also in the association.
Yeah, and Jeremy might be the best athletically of them all. I mean, 6'8" with that 7'3" wingspan, great bounce. If he can develop his skill to match, he'll have a long and prosperous NBA career.
No good on that one. One thing the Bulls did a great job of last year, Steve, moving the basketball.
They also had pace and space. They ran at every opportunity. The guys were very unselfish. Despite all the losses, the Bulls were a fun team to watch.
Catching up on the changes for Oklahoma City. Paul George comes in for Patrick Patterson. And Russell Westbrook is subbed in for Raymond Felton. Markkanen kicks to Dunn. Poked away. Chicago again turning it over. And let's take a moment to honor the Western Conference Player of the Week, Russell Westbrook.
And what can you say about how huge he has been for this offense? Everything he's done, from the scoring, the shooting, the playmaking, you take him out of the lineup and there's no telling just how different this team looks.
Adams finds George, and Dennis Schroeder gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. And so it's Porter bringing it up now for the Chicago Bulls. 7-point differential. Pass to Markkanen. Carter with it. He's covered by Westbrook. Carter, the pass to Markkanen. And it's good for 2. Markkanen's got 5 points so far.
Everyone knows about Markkanen from range. Also has the tools to challenge inside.
Here's Schroeder. Outside for George. Over Carter. Misses off the left iron.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. No one near Westbrook as he lets it go. That falls. Nice feed that time from George.
And the feed from George couldn't be better. The timing, the placement, everything about that dish was pinpoint.
Back to Dunn. It's stolen by Schroeder. Down low. Here's George. Makes the bucket. Now he's got 5 field goals. 5 for 8 in the game.
They are just killing them on the interior.
On the wing, Porter. Defended by George. Porter kicks to Valentine. Markkanen dishes to Carter. Shot clock at 5. Dunn passes to Markkanen. That ball is in the basket. Now he's shot 6 and made 3 of them.
Comfortable on the offensive end. Markkanen drawing contact, but maintains his focus.
Oklahoma City leading by 7. Here's Westbrook. Carter with the block. Oh, and a fast break for the Bulls. Porter dishes to Carter. George against Porter. Over to the wing. 3-pointer. Markkanen in the hoop for his 4th field goal. 4 for 7 shooting and looking for more.
This is where Markkanen is lethal. Good balance off the catch. Smooth mechanics. Soft touch.
And first time of the game called for Oklahoma City. Denzel Valentine, another tough, high IQ player, Greg, out of Michigan State.
Yeah, 4-year player for the Spartans. He knows how to play the game of basketball and has the versatility to impact the game in a variety of ways.
Nerlens Noel checks in for Oklahoma City. With a break in the action, let's go to the 2K leaderboard for a look at this season's stingiest defensive teams. Fifth on the list, the Thunder.
I mean, terrific rim protection. I mean, they rotate and help on the inside as well as anybody. And, of course, you want to keep offenses on the outside shooting jump shots, and that continues to be the goal.
Westbrook finds Adams. Back to Westbrook. For the three. Make it 5 for 10 with him in that bucket.
Whether he's attacking the basket or squaring up from long range, Westbrook is always dangerous.
Out to the right wing. Now here's Valentine. He's covered by Westbrook. The shot by Valentine, no good.
And battling hard on the glass, they hold the advantage here so far.
And Noel throws it down.
More of a score-first point guard, but Schroeder doing a good job of finding the open man.
And a tremendous Unleash Chaos replay coming to you courtesy of Under Armour Hover Havoc. Down low. High post Lopez. Adams on him. It's Porter outside. It's rebounded by Schroeder. The Thunder leading by 9. Here's George. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder. Schroeder's got his 5th assist in this one. Here's Blakeney. He's guarded by Schroeder, and contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's on Dennis Schroeder. Chicago shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. Smitty, you had an unbelievable career. Was there any chance or opportunity that you did not take that you wish you had?
You know, Kevin, it's 3 of them. One, I had a chance to be traded to the New York Knicks. I always wondered what it would be like to play in New York. They call that the Mecca. I didn't take that chance. I think second was to get a chance to play overseas at the end of my career. I think those are the 2 things that I wish I had a chance to go back. I would make a different choices.
Here's Valentine. Here's Lopez. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
You love the way Robin Lopez just goes after those missed shots. That's where he can do damage.
Westbrook kicks to Robertson. It's George on the wing. Pass to Westbrook. George passes to Noel, and he gets it to go. Noel's got 4 points this quarter.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Now here's Valentine. He's guarded closely. Stolen by Westbrook. And the Thunder can't hang on to the ball. And a chance now to look at the schedule for Chicago. On Wednesday, they'll tip off a homestand starting with the Brooklyn Nets. Then on Friday, they'll defend home court against the Orlando Magic.
In that game against the Cavaliers, that's going to be one where it would take a lot of errors and maybe a cold shooting night for things to go wrong. They just have that much of an advantage over that team.
Chicago calls timeout. And Russell Westbrook, he is a standard bearer for the Jordan brand with his own signature shoe, Greg. Few players have ever been as competitive as Michael Jordan, but you think Westbrook may be in that conversation.
No doubt about it. The similarities don't end there. The surreal athleticism, the will to dominate, and that fight, finding grudges to motivate them to their highest level. I think there's a kinship in how MJ and Russ approach the game.
Bulls trail by 10. Pass to Blakeney. It's deflected. And here we go with Westbrook heading to the hoop. Oh!
Goodness. Terrific. And you know Westbrook has an outstanding vertical. Once he gets to the launching pad, rim, beware.
Blakeney kicks to Markkanen. The pass to Blakeney. Fires from deep. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
And guarding him on the perimeter isn't a priority for them right now, but if this continues, it will be.
From deep, George. That one doesn't go. And it's Chicago the other way. Their next game playing at home as the Nets come into town. That game marks the first half of a quick 2-game homestand. Now here's Westbrook. He's guarded closely. On the wing, George. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Bulls trail by 9. Valentine kicks to Markkanen. And that's out of bounds. Chicago will retain possession.
And a moment now to check out some of the numbers for Valentine. He's right around 5 points a night, 2 assists, and 2 rebounds. And the numbers won't wow you, but I like the effort he brings to the table each and every night.
You need guys who understand their roles. Carry them out without complaint. Everything he does is for the team.
Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 have been triples.
Outside Westbrook. Morris looking over the floor. Tipped away. And Robertson has it in the corner. Oh, and a fast break for the Bulls. Markkanen's got the ball. The shot by Valentine, no good.
You know, I like the competitive fire, but he's still really out of sync.
Patrick Patterson, he's checked in for the Thunder. Felton comes in for Russell Westbrook. The Bulls also changing it up. Felicio's checked in for Markkanen. Wayne Selden comes in for Otto Porter Jr. And Levine subbed in for Valentine. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. Morris kicks to George. Felton against Levine. Morris outside. Good. And a nice assist from Felton. Felton has got 3 assists tonight.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
It's stolen by Morris. And now a fast break for the Thunder. Outside, George. Off target with his 3.
In this first half, he has really fallen in love with the 3. So far, not paying dividends.
Passes it to Felicio. Here's Blakeney. Back to Felicio. Taken away by Felton. And Felicio is going to pick up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. The Bulls making a switch here. Arcidiacono's checked in. Felton dishes to Morris. Now here is George. Not a lot of room. Robertson kicks to Patterson. Shot clock at 6. Fades and shoots. And the rebound goes to Lopez. Lopez has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Arcidiacono, the pass to Levine. The Thunder shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. The first free throw is good. And so he makes both from the line.
Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
Dunn kicks to Carter. Pass to Levine. A beautiful reverse layup. Levine's got 17 now.
Another one for Zach. He has a scorer's mentality. Very dangerous when he gets into rhythm.
And so it's Felton who will bring it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Pass to Robertson. And 1:01 left in the first half of basketball. Just 5 on the clock. And there's the pass to Patterson. He kicks it to George. From past the arc. Chicago grabs the miss.
Yeah, and that three-point shot, it really has looked awful here in the second quarter. It hasn't stopped him from attempting them, but it's time to maybe find something else to do.
And the foul on Wayne Selden. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line. The Thunder have made 4 free throws from the line and missed 2.
And Paul George, a terrific two-way player, an all-star, an all-NBA performer, and multiple all-defense selections.
And Oklahoma City making a change here. Grant's checked in. The Bulls making a change here as well. Luwawu's checked in. The Bulls have been coming through at the charity stripe. They've made 7 of their 8 attempts.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. Loose shots.
He's off on the first.
To me, Chris Dunn has all the tools to be really good. Has to cut down on the turnovers and has to keep working on that jump shot.
34 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Felton finds Morris. Nice open look, but it's no good.
An uncontested look from mid-range. He typically drains that one.
To the paint, here's Hutchison. And Grant sends it back. And they get it back. That's it, and the Oklahoma City lead is cut down now to just 7 on the basket from Levine. Felton against Dunn. Pass to George. Fades back. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. George has got 15 points.
And guys, when George gets cooking, you are in for a long night. He's just fantastic at finding different ways to score.
And so it's Oklahoma City ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks, Kevin. Russell, what's the most important thing for you offensively so far?
Just trying to stay in attack mode, man. Moving the ball. You know, they force you to make the extra pass, and guys doing a good job of that tonight. Just try to come out and give my team some energy.
Russell, thanks, man. Appreciate it. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, folks. Good to have you back. Ernie Johnson with Kenny the Jet Smith and the Big Diesel, Shaquille O'Neal. Welcome to the NBA Halftime Show on 2K Sports. An outstanding first quarter for Paul George. He ended up with 15 points, 2 steals, and 2 assists. Shaq, your thoughts on the Thunder?
I don't say this a lot, Ernie, but I was impressed with Paul George at both ends. His length, athleticism allows him to guard a number of positions. He can score equally well in the half court, but out in the open court, woo-wee.
And now, Kenny, let's get your opinion on the Bulls.
I think they're giving this game away because of their turnovers. I mean, you may not control everything that happens out there, but you do control how much you value each possession. I think coming out of the break, they need to be more efficient to close the gap in the score.
And that's a wrap for our halftime show. The third quarter just about to get started.
Welcome back to Oklahoma City, everyone. You can see Chesapeake Energy Arena there in the background as the cars stream down I-40. We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. You look at Zach LaVine. He's really been playing well.
And every team needs this, a guy who challenges the defense with that slashing ability.
You know what? So many teams focus on the perimeter and alley-oops. It's important to have someone who can work that in-between area.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. Bulls trail by 9. The forwards, George and Grant. Dennis Schroeder is out there with Russell Westbrook. And it's Adams in at the 5 spot. That's Billy Donovan's 5 as we get going here in the second half. Here's Levine, but they'll get another chance. Carter dishes to Porter. 6 to shoot. Over George. Porter, no luck.
That's exactly how you have to defend him. He's a guy that the D needs to be aware of at all times.
And Chicago shooting with confidence, 50% from the field so far. Dunn passes to Markkanen. No good with the triple.
And even against defense as tight as that, you almost expect him to still bury those.
And George gets it to go.
And there's never been any question about George's three-point range. He just goes through stretches where he knocks down the three at a ridiculous rate.
Some nice ball movement by the Bulls. 4 on 3 as they bring it up. All alone. A second chance effort. And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul. Shot misses. He'll be shooting 2.
No, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
The Thunder have shot 5 of 8 from the foul line.
And 72% on the year. I'm sure they'd like to improve that category.
And the second free throw, good.
And Steven Adams came into this league at 19 already, a physical specimen, and has only gotten stronger. Just a bruising presence down low.
Dunn kicks to Porter. Back to Dunn. Now the dish to Porter. They get a hand on it. And there's the whistle. That goes on Chris Dunn. That'll be his second foul of the game. Just over a minute and a half played here in the third.
Just 1 for 4 since the break. They are looking for better efficiency on the offensive end.
And plenty of bumping and elbowing inside as ever. Steven Adams strong enough, though, to come out on top of that battle.
Yeah, not shy at all about contact. Grew up the youngest of 18 children. He had to hit above his weight for over a decade. Now he's got the upper hand. And you can see there the defender allows himself to get picked.
You know, it's all about effort. Sometimes you're going to get hit on hard screens. You just have to fight through them.
The Thunder have hit 6 free throws in 10 attempts.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. 1 shot.
Well, you think back to a time when people wondered if Westbrook was too aggressive playing with KD. They said Russ was taking too many shots. No questions anymore. Westbrook is the man in OKC.
It's Porter outside. That's good. And it's LaVine with the assist. LaVine's got 3 assists tonight. The Thunder leading by 10. And stolen by Dunn. Let's go. Another one falls for Chicago. And for Westbrook, winning the MVP and averaging a triple-double for an entire season. Greg, how much does he have left to prove?
Well, it's all about winning. We know Russ can take over a game. We know he can make his teammates better. How much better and how far they get in the playoffs, that's the real question.
Yeah, going to the floater right there. That was pretty.
Chicago calls timeout. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
That's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game. And that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated.
Dunn passes to Carter. Back to Dunn. Shoots over Schroeder. Hits the front of the rim and out.
Not sure of the thought process on that one. Really bad shot selection.
Well, you're playing for the team, not just yourself. They needed much better execution that trip down the floor.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. And he was one of many big names in free agency this past summer. Paul George, a huge part of that. But, you know, Greg, he didn't take long to make his decision.
Many expected George to maybe jump to the Lakers. Had been saying it was his dream to play in L.A. for over a year. But credit Westbrook and the Thunder. They won him over. He was one of the first signings in free agency to re-up with OKC.
And Adams with the slam.
And it was the screen there, guys, that freed him up. as he ran his man into it.
And then it was all acceleration, GA, to the bucket right after that.
That was just a textbook pick that allowed him room, and he took advantage of it.
Levine kicks to Markkanen. And the Bulls with another miss.
Yeah, not a great shot there, especially when you got a lockdown defender guarding.
You know, there's no shame in passing out in that situation. Leave your ego at the door.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
And Levine, here we go. Score the basket for his 10th make. 10 for 12. 83% accuracy.
Not letting his team down. He's been very strong. He just needs a little help from his teammates.
Down again, Schroeder.
Yeah, that one put him over the limit, and it's so early that if they're not careful, this could turn into a parade at the free throw line.
For Oklahoma City, they have converted 7 of 11 free throw attempts up to this point in the game.
They aren't making anything at the line today. This is a team that struggles at the line.
Noel's checked in for Grant. And Chicago also making a switch. Denzel Valentine, he's checked in for Dunn. Levine can't hit. The Thunder leading by 12. Here's Westbrook. It's hauled in by the Bulls. Markkanen's got his 5th rebound in this one. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
On the wing, Levine. He's guarded by Schroeder. Here's Carter, and then Carter with the dunk.
I mean, a great decision by Zach LaVine. Could have forced one up, but he's trying to keep his teammates involved.
And Noel kicks it over to Schroeder. Markkanen against Noel. To the middle. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. Shot clock at 2. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. Bulls trail by 10. Here's Markkanen. Here's Levine. And with that one, the lead is trimmed to single digits. Levine's got 25 points in the game. And it's Schroeder with the ball. He brings it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. They've led by as many as 14 points. George against Porter. A nice shot by George. George has got 5 points now in the quarter.
And just carrying over from his last game, completely dialed in. You can sense his confidence.
I totally agree. Heat check after heat check. He realizes, man, I'm still hot.
Shoots it up. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
That's nice patience by Zach LaVine, finding the open man, not trying to do it all himself.
Schroeder outside. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. Down low, Porter with the steal. Count it, good. 22 points for George.
Up by a bunch. He's still pushing the action, trying to impose his will.
With this big of a deficit in the score, you think the losing team would be playing harder. Nope, the opposite.
And there's the bucket from Markkanen.
When he sets up for that jumper, Markkanen wastes no motion.
Now here's Schroeder. He's got 11. Outside Westbrook. George against Porter. Pass to Noel. Out left to the wing. Shot clock at 6. Here's Westbrook. And Oklahoma City again with the bucket.
Well, there you go. I mean, if they're going to keep giving up open jumpers, they're going to keep getting burned.
Levine passes to Markkanen. Levine kicks to Porter. From outside, off the mark. Oklahoma City leading by 10. It's Schroeder with the drive. He scores his 6th bucket from the floor with that one. He's shot the ball 11 times.
He's got a nose for getting into the lane, and Schroeder showing some muscle once he got in there.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Zach LaVine, he has the mentality of a go-to scorer. He's got the confidence to take and make tough contested shots.
And he makes the first. And Steve, Zach LaVine, no lack of confidence, great range on his shot. What's the next step, you think, in the maturation of his game?
Without question, it's at the defensive end. A slender build, but has the tools to be a quality defender. It's about focus and the desire to be a two-way player.
Catching up on the changes for Oklahoma City. Markieff Morris is checked in for Steven Adams. Robertson comes in for Russell Westbrook. That's Felton in for Dennis Schroeder.
A late bloomer in high school, Zach LaVine could still be just scratching the surface of his true ability.
Here's Robertson. And it's Chicago with the rebound. LaVine's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Pass to Selden. Shoots. LaVine can't hit. The Thunder leading by 10. No one near Felton as he lets it go. Here's George. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It goes on Denzel Valentine. That one is off. And he's good on the second. Bulls trail by 11. Al LaVine. He's got 27. Kicks it to Valentine. That's good, and it's LaVine with the assist. That's 7 points for Denzel Valentine.
Punishing the smaller man inside. Just good fundamental basketball.
Oklahoma City's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Now the pass to Noel. Right side, George. Inside, Morris. Terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
And LaVine, here we go.
Some people say LaVine settles for too many jump shots. This time, he doesn't.
Oklahoma City leading by 9. Felton kicks to Morris. Passes it to Noel. Back to George. And it's George finishing it off.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. Valentine with it. George picks him up. And the basket by Blakeney.
Because he's inconsistent from range, the defense dares him to take that shot. Bad gamble there.
Outside, George. To the paint. Here's Noel. Lays it up and banks it in. Noel's got 6 points.
Delivering these passes in tight quarters, that's tricky.
Bulls trail by 10. We've got 1:55 left to play here in the third. They get it back. Lopez. Here's Selden. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. Bulls have been getting it done at the line, 10 for 12. First free throw is good for the Thunder. Burton's checked in for Noel. Grant comes in for George. And Ferguson subbed in for Raymond Felton. Chicago also making some changes. Carter, he's checked in for Valentine. And Chris Dunn subbed in for LaVine. So he picks up just 1 from the line that time. There's 1:38 left here in the third quarter. And stolen by Dunn. Here's Selden. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good.
Roll it, roll it.
Oklahoma City leading by 7. Here's Burton. Carter with the block. And it's out of bounds. Oklahoma City able to retain possession here. For the Thunder, Diallo, he's checked in for Burton. And Russell Westbrook is subbed in for Terrence Ferguson. Porter's checked in for Chicago. Down against Westbrook. And out of bounds as Chicago gains possession. As we get a break in the action, let's take a peek at the leading defenses. The Thunder in fourth.
This is a team that takes pride on the defensive side of the floor. I mean, they play hard and they play together. They are a tough group to score on.
Bulls trail by 7. On the wing, Porter. And 1:01 left to play in the third. Knocked loose. Here's Westbrook, and Westbrook throws it down hard.
Whoa, quick hands on the steal, and then just mad hops on the slant.
Great sequence for them defensively and offensively.
Terrific defensive instincts to come away with that one, and he showed no hesitation in how he completed that transition opportunity.
Chris Dunn taken 5th overall back in 2016. Didn't break through in his rookie season with the Wolves. He's getting more opportunity here in Chicago.
Adams, he's checked in for the Thunder. Dennis Schroeder comes in for Diallo. That one misses. The Thunder leading by 8.
And a good opportunity here to go 2 for 1.
But you also want a decent shot if you can get it. That takes priority.
And Adams kicks to Westbrook. Here's Robertson, guarded by Porter. 4 on the clock. For 3, Westbrook. Rebounded by Selden.
And that's rough. He did have 3 in the first half, but hasn't had one since.
And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot.
Extremely explosive off the dribble. Once Dunn gets the angle, it's over.
So far in the game, he's gone 2 for 4 from the free throw line. He hits one and misses one, each at the line. Schroeder outside, and he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. Schroeder's got 15.
Typically playing the role of catalyst. This time, Schroeder's the one who gets set up.
No issues on that one. Good work all around.
And so it's Oklahoma City heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. They've had active hands and have forced a lot of turnovers in this one. And don't go away. We'll be right back. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game, and it's presented as always by State Farm.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Fundamental basketball. Keep your eyes up, keep the ball moving. You're going to keep the defense on its heels.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. And it's Schroeder with the ball. He brings it up for Oklahoma City. They've led by as many as 14 points on the court for the Bulls, getting this fourth quarter started. Robin Lopez out there with Carter. Then it's Porter. Then it's Chris Dunn. And it's Selden in at the 3. And Greg, certainly the knock on Dennis Schroeder is play on the defensive end.
Nobody questions how effective he is on offense. I just think he has a tendency to take a few too many plays off and too many chances on defense. If he wants to be viewed as a top point guard in this league, he'll need to show some consistency on the defensive end.
And you know, Dennis Schroeder, from the moment he came into the league, showed tremendous confidence. He's never been the type to back down.
Bulls trail by 9. Outside, Porter. Here's Dunn, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. It's on Dennis Schroeder.
Not the easiest guy to stick. Chris Dunn's quickness puts defenders in difficult spots.
That free throw, no good.
And he may not be converting every chance he gets at the line, but at least he's creating those opportunities. Love the aggressiveness.
Good on the second free throw. And here's Schroeder. And Adams kicks to Robertson. Pass to Schroeder. Floats one up. Score the basket. His 8th. 8 for 13 from the floor.
The defense collapsed on him, but Schroeder found the right angle.
Pass to Carter. At the top of the key, Lopez. Here's Selden. No good on the 3.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
Here's Grant. That one goes in. And now a 12-point Oklahoma City lead.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Dunn passes to Carter. And now Westbrook pushing it up. No one back to stop him. Second chance shot. And it's Schroeder missing.
Boy, he blew an easy layup. And he is furious with himself.
Selden kicks to Porter. Lets it go from 14. And no good. Trying to use the glass. Schroeder, right side. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Markkanen, he's checked in for the Bulls. Bulls trail by 15. Dunn, right side. Porter finds Lopez. Will it go? The rebound by Grant. Thunder have gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. And there's the whistle. That goes on Chris Dunn. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. And so it's Oklahoma City with it. They lead by the biggest margin of the game, 15 points. Over to the wing. Robertson kicks to Westbrook. Oklahoma City moving it around. 5 to shoot. Here's Grant.
Good defense by Markkanen. Some scouts question that end of the floor, but he's been better than advertised.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Dunn dishes to Lopez. Outside Porter. Here's Dunn. And he drops it in from the low post.
Strength, focus, hard head approach. Chris Dunn powering through contact.
Oklahoma City leading by 15. Schroeder kicks to Adams. And there's the pass to Robertson. Now Grant, guarded by Porter, to the left side wing. Schroeder outside. 6 on the shot clock. Back to Westbrook. Fires the three. Offensive rebound. Here's Adams. Goes up again. Lopez with the block.
And that is the length of Robin Lopez on display.
Porter passes to Markkanen. Back to Porter. And he banks in the layup.
Boy, he reads the defense well. Makes a nice adjustment. Very dependable.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. And Lauri Markkanen out of Finland, an extremely high skill level to his game. Smitty, is he a finished product?
Not at all. With his passion for the game, he's only going to get better and better. Some 7-footers don't have that drive. He does, Kevin.
And the Thunder making a change here. George is checked in, and the Bulls making a change here as well. Levine's checked in for Selden. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, during the break, I listened in on Billy Donovan's huddle with his team. He told them, hey, they're ready to give up. We're close to winning this game, but we're not done yet. I don't want to see any let-up out there. We'll see how well he got the point across.
Inside, and stolen by Dunn.
Yeah, but in the first half, he was just purely flawless as a ball securer. But that certainly hasn't been the case here in the second half.
Okay, at 7 feet, 240 pounds, Markkanen's agility jumps out at you, drawing contact off the bounce.
And he makes the first. Smitty, you're looking around the league right now. Certain players extremely smart. Which guys do you think will make the transition the easiest from player to coach?
You know, some guys that stick out. Chris Paul, I think Mike Conley, LeBron James, obviously. Those guys, they just stick out. You can see their coaches on the floor, Draymond Green. They just have a way because they have those leadership qualities, and also they play the game the right way. They have such a good understanding and a good feel. Those are some of the guys that stand out for me.
That was a good list. You're right. George against Porter. Offensive rebound. And Adams kicks to Grant. Outside, George. Schroeder outside. Goes back up. The shot's good from Westbrook. Westbrook's got 9 points here in the second half.
In the mid-range, rarely the hallmark of efficiency in today's NBA, but it is on point tonight.
Markkanen can't get it to go.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Dunn. Porter with the steal. And here's the fast break. Porter leading the way. The kick out to Lopez. Porter against George. Knocked loose. Lopez passes to Dunn. 6 to shoot. Markkanen dishes to Levine. And the Bulls with another miss.
And this is what he gives you, the ability to contest the shot without foul.
Perimeter defense at a premium these days. You see the value in this kind of effort.
Absolutely fearless. I mean, a nice subtle adjustment there going up against Wynn.
Well, this is where he shows both skill and body control along with the attack mindset.
Porter, no luck. And here's Westbrook. He'll bring it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. They've allowed just 7 points here in the fourth quarter.
That's his 4th foul of the evening. He needs to be careful now. Pick and choose where to be aggressive.
Noel's checked in for Adams. Both free throws good from Westbrook. Bulls trail by 17. Dunn looking over the floor. He dishes it to Levine. Back to Dunn. Outside Levine. Clock at 6. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. Levine's got 31.
He has gotten into a terrific groove here, trying to wheel his team back into this.
Here's Westbrook. And Noel kicks to Grant. Nice shot from the wing.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Chicago's gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. Dunn passes to Markkanen. Dishes to Levine. George against Porter. That's good, and it's Levine with the assist. Levine's got his 8th assist in the game. Oklahoma City leading by 14. And here's the fast break. Dunn leading the way. Another one falls for Chicago.
What I like is when Chris Dunn keeps his poise, keeps his eyes up, good things happen.
And so it's Oklahoma City with it. 17 points was their biggest margin. On the wing, George. Back to Westbrook. Shot clock at 6. And that one, good. Westbrook's got 28 points for the game.
Like how confident Westbrook is close to the rim. Gets high off the ground and releases his shot quickly.
Dunn kicks to Levine. And out of bounds as the Thunder gain possession. And a quick look at how the Oklahoma City Thunder's schedule is shaping up. They'll head out on the road to face the Kings in Sacramento. And then on Saturday, they'll be matching up against Mike Conley and the Utah Jazz.
And for the matchup with the Rockets, that's a contest that could easily go either way. Small mistakes could be the difference, and both teams will need to be at their best.
Levine against Westbrook. Over Levine. Westbrook, no good. Bulls trail by 14. And Levine, here we go. Bucket is good. Levine's got 14 points now in the second half.
And you like to see this from Levine, attacking in the paint with confidence.
Grant against Markkanen. George with no one around. Markkanen pulls it in. Markkanen's got 6 rebounds in the game. On the wing, Porter. Defended by George. Here's Dunn. An amazing finish with a hand right in his face. Dunn's got 5 points in the quarter.
Great defense, great contest. You have to live with the results because Chris Dunn's a crafty scorer inside.
Westbrook against Levine, and Westbrook gets it to go. Westbrook's got 30.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
Chicago calls timeout.
And look, you never want to see a team gut you this way. Really a good timeout.
Some of this is just a matter of toughness, a willingness to play physical inside, something we're not seeing.
And now we've got a moment for our Jordan Player of the Game, Paul George.
And it's been a ridiculous performance in the best sense possible. I mean, everything about his game has been working. And no matter what they've thrown at him, he's had the answer.
He sure has given this crowd a treat tonight. This kind of performance only cements his status as a fan favorite. Chicago with the ball, down by 12. And Levine, here we go. And that one drops for him. Levine's got 35.
That's off contact, really good body control. You like to see Zach playing physical.
Westbrook with it. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It's going to be on Wendell Carter.
Clearly a foul.
The free throw drops for Russell Westbrook.
And not a single free throw attempt in that first half, but he has been far more active since the break and drawn some fouls.
Up in the rafters, Zach LaVine climbs the ladder as quickly as anyone.
And so Westbrook will bring it up for Oklahoma City. They have a 9-point lead. Schroeder kicks to Westbrook. Puts up a three. Carter pulls it in. Carter's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Here's Markkanen, and 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Competing, battling inside. This is what coaches want to see Markkanen do more of.
First free throw is good.
You know, he's exceptionally focused, well liked by his teammates. Markkanen looks to be a centerpiece for the future.
And he makes both free throws.
It's a luxury to have a big man who can shoot free throws this way.
Oklahoma City leading by 7. Now here's Westbrook. 1:57 left here in the fourth quarter. Noel Carter with the block, and he gets it back. And he makes that one. 33 points for Russell Westbrook.
There you go again. A nice kick out after the D had collapsed on it.
Westbrook against Levine. Ball's knocked loose. It's Westbrook with the drive, and finished off by Westbrook.
Wow, we are going to remember that one for a while.
I know I will, Greg. That was special. That was really special. And a great second look there. Another Unleash Chaos replay. Brought to you by the Under Armour Hover Havoc. Outside, Levine. Dunn, wide open, he fires. That's good, and it's Levine with the assist. Levine's got assist number 9 now. Wow, what an effort here tonight. The Thunder with the lead. Westbrook up top, guarded by Levine. Westbrook drives in from 11 feet away. Grant outside, puts up a 3. That one doesn't drop. And it's Chicago the other way. Outside, Levine. He feeds it to Markkanen. Here's Dunn. Another one falls for Chicago.
And Dunn is just a clutch performer. This guy knows how to step up when it matters most.
George finds Westbrook. 36 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And he comes up with the deuce. Westbrook's got 37.
And we see it all the time, guys. You get the big lead, maybe check out mentally, but not tonight.
They have this game in hand, but they're still pouring it on.
And the foul called on Russell Westbrook. That's foul number 2 for him. Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. They're trailing by 8. 23 seconds left to play here in the fourth. .23 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Nails the tray.
Another triple. And that's been the story of this second half.
Coming out of the break, they've relied on their perimeter offense to generate points. Right now, it's working.
First free throw is good, and that increases their lead to 6. Both free throws here. So now it's a 7-point game.
And he just garnered a little bit more insurance there. Very confident as he's able to go up and knock those down.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. They trail by 7. 20 seconds left in the fourth. Guys, what do you think?
And this is what happens when you dig yourself a hole it's hard to climb out of.
You know, this part of the game, focus on good execution. The rest will take care of itself.
Now Grant. So it's Oklahoma City picking up the win. They didn't make it easy on themselves or their fans, but in the end, everyone's satisfied.
I mean, there were some times that momentum shifted, and especially early on, but let's give this group a lot of credit for that stick-to-itiveness in terms of finishing out and executing that game plan.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, Paul. Congrats on the win. Where's your team's attitude right now?
Continue to, play together. And we can just stick to that, keep working, staying confident, keep defending, and knocking shots down. We'll be all right.
Looked like it all came together tonight, Paul. Thanks very much. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. And that'll do it, folks. Now for Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge. This is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA here on 2K Sports. See you later.